Now, the search for Nancy Guthrie. Investigators found a pair of black gloves near the Guthrie house. It's unclear how long those gloves had been there. DNA tests, though, have begun. This morning, a white tent appeared outside the Guthrie front porch. That, of course, is where doorbell camera video captured images of a masked and gloved intruder. No comment from authorities about that tent's purpose and its role in the investigation. To help us catch up on all this, Andres Gutierrez joins us from Tucson. Big task, Andres. Help us catch us up on what's going on and what little we know from the fragments of information that keep coming out.
Well, Major, several developments today in this case. We now know that those gloves were recovered about 1.5 miles away from here. That's according to 2 law enforcement sources who've told CBS News that the lab results are still pending from those gloves. So investigators do not know whether they're connected to that masked person that was seen on surveillance video. Back here at the house, detectives were out here around 8 o'clock local time this morning. They ended up setting a white tent right there at the front door. This is where investigators had previously found Nancy's blood, and it's where that bracket was from the missing doorbell camera. The tent likely was set up to block the intense media presence out here from seeing what exactly they were processing. There is the local, state, the local, national, and international media out here, and every time that investigators show up, so do their drones. And nowadays, drones can capture such intricate details that some of the detectives don't want the public to know. They don't want the bad guy to be watching and knowing what exactly they're processing. Usually we see news helicopters hovering above, but even with an extender lens, there's only so much details that they can capture. But here, they're flying about 80 feet away from the detectives. And just on Friday, as they were processing Nancy's garage back here, they ended up getting such details as to where exactly they were in the garage before they hauled away that blue Subaru that later that evening. Then on Sunday, they were here along the property line, ended up sending a long pole down what is believed to be her septic tank. And the police out there do not want the public, us, to know exactly what they're looking for, because, again, they're trying to look for Nancy, but they're also trying to build a case here that they could eventually prosecute in the court of law later on, as whenever they do catch this individual. As for the individual, right now police say they don't have a suspect. There are no persons of interest. That they were able to detain someone early on, right after they released those images, but turns out that Carlos, who lives about an hour south from here, had nothing to do with this kidnapping, and they ended up releasing him without charging him. But they did have to bust it down the front door to his house to serve out a search warrant and traumatize this kid. So, Major, at this point, we're just waiting to see how close they can get to a tip that can possibly break this case open.
Andres Gutierrez in Tucson for us. Thank you very, very much.